Welcome back. Everyone, over the next series, I will be teaching you how to use Lumion from scratch, which is from how to do the workspace, the workflow, then we can get to be professionals in what we do. So this is how we did. Let's go. When you open Lumion, this is the first thing which you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing the view, and you also be understanding the examples which show you the latest and different types of designs and also their workflow to understand the light settings and when you come to vegetations and lots more. But when you want to import a new work which you have already designed in your SketchUp, ArchiCAD, or Revit, then you can create new. We have the plain environment, we have beach environment, we will have lots of them, the mountain range, the forest environment, we have the desert, we also have tropical, we have the suburban environment, which is Lumion have already created the environment for you, so no need of you to start creating the houses, the people walking around, and lots more. So when we go to the winter environment, this is something like when the snows are falling. And when we go to the design showcase, this is also where you want to design or make some designs which are not, real world time. Okay, let's say now you have a project which you have already worked on and you want to continue from where you saved it the other time. All you have to do is click on load and you have all your project to you. And if you can't find any of them in this your pages, just all you have to do is click on load with your friend or anybody have sent you the project for you to work on. You just have to click on load and it will start, and you look for it and start working from it from there. Okay, now let me say I want to have a project which I just want to work on. Let me go for the interior. All right, you just give it some time for it to load depending on the time of your laptop. Now that we are in Lumion, we need to understand the keys for us to use to navigate a Lumion. When it comes to WASD keys, these are keys which you use to go forward, for W, and A for right, A for left, and D for right, while S is to go backwards. Now, when it comes to we want to go up or down, we use Q to go up and we use E to go down. So let's do it again. W to go forward, A to go left, D to go right, and S to go backwards. Then if we want to go up or down, we use Q to go up, E to go down. Okay, now we are done with the keys. Let's go to the mouse navigation. Now I want to look up. You use your right key on your mouse, hold it so I can use it to look up. And let's say I want to go upwards where my mouse is looking towards, because you can see the little circle which my mouse is showing on the screen. Now you have to use the scrolling ball on your mouse so that we can use it to move upwards. Now when you scroll forward, it's going to be going to where your target eye is, and when you go backwards, that is what is going to also be happening. So I want to look right without moving my mouse. I want to stand one place. I want to pan right side or left side or front. So I'll just use my mouse, hold the right key, and we'll look at how it's going. All right, I'll go this way with my right key on my right button on my mouse, so you can see how we move. Okay, let's go forward. All right, now we are in the interior part, but today I'm not going to be teaching you about interior. Let's start with the exterior and also the workflow. Now in this viewport, what it is called the build mode, because this is where you have to place your plants, place your cars, your objects, your lights, and all that type of settings. So let me refresh you on the things which you need to know in Lumion. Now over here you can see it is called build. In this build mode is where you import the Lumion either through importing or through live sync with the CAD software which you're using. Now when we come to the photo mode, this is where you capture or do any kind of animations which you want to do, but mostly it is for capture when you want to detail. Very nice capture. Let me put this from this view mode. All right, so you can see you can animate, you can capture from this viewport and enjoy what you are being doing. Okay, let me bring it down here so that it's too busy for us to look around. Okay, in this camera mode, this is where you capture and arrange what you want to do. All right, let's go to the next one, which is the movie mode. In this movie mode, this is where you do all your type of animations, whether it's moving up or moving down or any type of animation. This is where you do it. So we have the record, which is when you click, then you can start taking pictures from any angle you want in your Lumion. From that, let me say I stand from here and I capture, okay? And I go somewhere here and I capture. Now, this is you standing on different angles and letting Lumion understand where it should walk through from. So all you have to do now is click on play and you will see the movement which is going from there. Now, all you have to also remember is think like a cameraman. That is what you have to do. So when you think that it's a cameraman, let me say I want my camera to move from here to here. All right. And I want to capture the TV and I don't want this viewport again. All I have to do is on this arrow which said insert camera keyframe, I'll just click on it and I will double tap on this to delete the keyframe. So you click on go and yes, you can see what is happening here. Okay. Afterwards, we can talk about the grid lines. We can also talk about the focal length and lots more. Just want to let you know the first things to understand in Lumion. Okay, so the next one is the 360 panorama. This is where you can capture the 360 of the room, which is, let me say, I do capture here and I want it to, get the whole part of the room. You click on, as you've clicked here, it's going to capture everything that is inside this room, a panorama capture. While if we are done capturing or if you are done working in your Lumion and you want to save it, just click on this save and load and it will bring it back here. If you can also remember, before we started, this save and save as we are not working. But now you can see that it is working. All right, let's go back to the build mode. Now, let's talk about this. Over here, this is where you import all your objects. We have the imported objects. These are the objects which are not done in Lumion, not given to you by Lumion. Let me say it like that. Not given to you by Lumion. It is your own objects which you imported or downloaded from SketchUp family, SketchUp warehouse, and lots more. So when you click here and you want to get any of them in, you just have to click on place and you get something like this. So maybe if you're still new to Lumion, you will not have anything like this, but over the series of videos which I'll be dropping for you, you all understand how this is being done. Okay, guys. So the next thing you need to understand is here is your nature, which is where you can get any type of plants which you want. Here we have the broadleaf, we have the conifers, we have the palm tree, the dried trees, and lots more. So if your laptop is not that strong, don't go for any of this because most times you don't normally need this. Okay, guys. Now, over this section, I want to just let you understand something pretty understanding. Let's say we have this as selects and we have this as rotate. We have this as scale. This is where you increase or reduce the size of your object. Why this is delete? Maybe you want to delete any object which is there and you don't want it to be there, so you have to delete. Why this is a single place, which is you want to place one object and don't want to make it multiple. This is what you use. Let's say a mass placement is where you want to place a mass. That object which you want to place can be on a straight line, but there will be a lot of them there. Let me choose one, or let's just continue going there so that you understand why the cluster placement is telling you on how clustered the materials or the object, is gonna be. While when you come on paints, I will also show you how to do that. So over here we have the imported models, which are not Lumion models, the plants, the human and animals. This is where you can get the 3D humans, can also get the 2D humans, okay, and other animal silots. Over here, we have the transport. So this is where a lot of people get it very, very wrong. A lot of people get here very, very wrong. Now, if you're in Lumion 12.5, stop using from the page 1 to 3. These are, sorry, page 1 to 2. These are where the older, which is Lumion 11.5, updates are. For 12.5, you just start from page 3 and you see the updated version of the cars which you are looking for. They are updated than 11.5. Why, if you go to number 4, you also see more of that. The same thing goes to all cars and all objects in here. Now, we want to talk about objects. You're looking for outdoor and indoor objects. This is where you are going to get them. Remember, if you want to see all these objects, remember to remove from select to place so that it's going to show you this dashboard. All right. Now, when you click on objects, we have three types of objects. We have the sitting, which is for indoors. We have garden, and we have for outdoor. Now, gardens is where you get all the things which are used on the garden. You can have AC because it's close to your wall, outside wall, which is almost close to the garden. And the outdoor, this is when you get things, maybe the surrounding houses which you want to use to design your project and make it look realistic to everyone who is understanding. And when we get to kitchen, we have from the names you should understand. While at the assorted, this is where you get a lot of materials and objects which you can use to beautify your interior or exterior designs. All right. Now when we go to the plumbing, this is where you can get the sinks, you can get the showers, and lots more of them. All right, let's go on. So when it comes to the grooves, or let's go to the lights and leave those ones. This is where it's going to be showing the different types of lights. We have the spotlights and we have the Omni lights, which you can use to diffuse or show different types of lighting in a material and objects. Okay, when it comes to area light, this is what's a kind of light which you use to lighten up an environment without showing the light source or it being harsh, because from here you can try to manipulate the free fall of the fall of that light. Okay guys, now this is effect. In this effect, this is where you can see lots of effect. We have water, we have fire, we have smoke, we have fog, we have leaves, and all the types of noise, types of sounds which you can get. You have decals. Now under these decals, this is where you can get a real life type of stains or potholes which you can have in your Lumion. A lot of updates has also been there. Okay, when you click on page 2, you can also see a wall stickers which you can use to design your walls in your interior or your exterior designs. Okay, so when we go to utility, this is where you can get refraction control, the billboard, and cutting plane. Don't worry about all this that you're seeing here. In the next video, we should be touching them one after the other so that by the end of the series, you understand how to use all this. Which other one have I not touched? Okay, now we are done with this. Let's get to this, which is the materials. This is where you have to use to edit materials. Maybe you want to make them, maybe you want to make this material from white. You want to change it from white to glossy white to maybe you want to make it brown or red or any color. This is how you make it. So you can see I can change anything from here to here. Then relief is talking about how rough that material is going to be. Reflectivity is talking about how that design, how that material is going to reflect light or any object in front of it, while glossiness is just giving it a shiny surface, a glossy shiny surface without its reflection. Displacement is giving you depth. It adds depth to your material. So map scale is increasing and decreasing of the map on your surface. Let me say I use this so that you understand what I mean by map surface. So you can see the dimension, you can see the size of this floor, and I want to increase or reduce the scale of this map, which is the floor horizontal grain. I just click here and you see how it is increasing. Okay. Now in the landscape, this is where you make differences or differentiate or change the colors of your landscape. You can change it from anything which you want, the code graph, you can change it to sand, anything to whatever you want. And under here, we have the heights, which is where you can increase or reduce the level of your terrain. This is where you just flatten, and this is where you jitter, like, you want to make it be a rocky area, and you want to make it a smooth valley. You understand? So when we go to water, this is where you want to change a surface from being rough to adding water to it. Maybe you can place or do anything you want to do. While ocean is a lot of settings for you to understand now. So we have paint, we have OpenStreetMap, we have grasses, you have lots of them, and weather is where you can control all this, but we have other settings of how you can do it. Please guys, if you have any question, don't forget to say it in the comment section, and we are going to attack it in the next second video. I guess I just covered everything which you want, and see you again the next video. Thank you so much.